Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back. Today we are in downtown Kato Paphos, and we're going to take you for a walk down this pathway all the way down to the blue Mediterranean Sea and then along the promenade. But hold on a minute, Misoching Gracibula Booth, what have you got to say?
Hello everybody, how nice to see you again. I'm sitting here among these lovely flowers. The biggest flower is me with a rose hat. I believe I'm all right. What about this lovely flower?
They're not too bad.
Look at this nature. Look at this beauty. I'm sitting among of this beauty and thinking, why can I not be the flower in front of this lovely area?
Because
seaside.
Someone would pick you and present it to a beautiful woman just like you. Your rose cap is not quite straight. There you go. Right, come on, the booth. We've got places to go and places to see. Go on. We're going to click off in a minute and go and watch. Yes, right. You've only got to mention that to her because maybe you'll all click off. You probably have already and gone off to watch.
No way.
Well, Ben from Boulder
Not
Banquet.
now.
No, not now. You don't think so? No?
No, please don't.
Well,
do it.
we need to have a word with our subscribers because we appear to be losing them faster than we're gaining them at the moment. Anyway, terrible.
goodness.
Right, come on. We've had a good start, but yesterday was not good. We're a bit depressed, but guess what? It won't stop us. Oh no. Oh, look at that. So we're off to see our gumbaroo down here at the Paphos Waterport Centre. Waterport? Where's my English again?
my God.
Hold on a minute. Look at that hotel there. Look at that. That is the Almira Hotel. Absolutely beautiful hotel.
hammocks where I
There's
fell
one of the
down.
hammocks where Miss Oching Recibula Booth fell on her jopa, which is bottom in English. So, what have you got to say, LaBoo?
Look, nice.
Very nice indeed.
You have to make a picture of me.
You're on camera, LaBoo.
I might.
Let's have a look. Very, very nice indeed. You're like a Spanish flamingo dancer.
No,
No?
Carmen.
Carmen? Who's
Carmen.
Carmen?
You don't know Carmen?
No.
She's dressed, you know, normally she has a lovely hair done, curly.
Yeah.
And she's got this rose of flower in here.
Yeah?
Then she's got a lovely red dress, honestly, with a
Spanish dancer you're referring to?
And-
Or Argentinian maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it is. Right.
You
Anyway,
know.
there we go. See, we're an educational channel, slowly. Look at the water sports going on out here. There's a lot of gumbarooing going on. That's friendship, if you understand. And it's only one. Bit of a cheap ride, that one. We're only going to get 60 euros for that. Not going to make much money. Anyway, there it is. There is the Paphos water sports and boat trips. If you look over there, there's a bit of action going on, as we can see. Now tomorrow we're coming down there and we're going to get a couple of jet skis. Is that right, LaBoo? So let's keep going along here, along the plage, out in front of the Annabelle Hotel. And look at that. There's a gumbaroo up in the sky. That's what we did last week. And this week we're going to go jet skiing. We're going to get on one of those things. Look at that. Nice big jet ski. Wow. So we're going to get two of those. And I'm going to chase LaBoo, or LaBoo's going to chase me, whatever it may be. But here we come. Here's one of the greatest and most spectacular views on the whole of the Paphos coastline coming up. Have a look at that. Absolutely spectacular. To the rear of the Annabelle 5-star ultra luxury hotel. There's some people having a bit of fun in the sea. Shows you how beautiful it actually is and how warm it is. Absolutely spectacular. And there's the view out towards the metropolis, straight out to all the bars and restaurants, and then it culminates at the end at the rear of the castle and some beautiful rocks and the wonderful Paphos harbour. What have you got to say?
Mr. Paul, about the chasing. How are you going to chase me if you're going to hold a camera in one hand?
Well, it could be funny, obviously, but we're going to have a good try.
Finished yet.
You haven't finished yet, LaBoo.
And hold with another hand the jet ski.
Well, we'll work that out as we go along. Here's a couple of young men doing something in the water. They're fishing. There you go. Look at that. They're looking for cockles or little crabs or little fish or something. They're obviously feeling a little bit hungry. I say one of the greatest views in the world. Well, that's what we believe. If you disagree, drop it in the comments and tell us where you think the greatest view in Paphos is, and we'll go and have a look and we'll give you our opinion. That's for sure. But here we go. Miss LaBouf's having a good laugh at herself as usual. What's up? I'm sure that's a bit of wood.
What?
That's a bit of wood.
Wait,
You don't need to shut your boots. That wood's noisy. Go on, keep going. She's a bit shy because as you look around, there's quite a lot of people about, and
Come on, you.
one or two of them
never
are
shy.
watching us.
I'm never shy.
No?
No.
She says she's not shy, but she actually is shy. There's a little bit of trepidation in her brain.
No.
No, I'm sending you off to Shanghai to have you rebooted. That's
know
for sure.
what I'm
You'll come back with 5G.
Okay.
Yeah, you will come back with 5G. She'll be so much faster to respond, and her English will be so much better than mine.
My Chinese is gonna be better.
How are you Chinese? Can you speak Chinese?
This is what Mama.
Are you a cat?
Chinese.
There we go. If you're new to the channel, perhaps you are. Some people don't understand that Miss Oching Booth speaks 7 languages, and she does speak 7 languages fluently. English, believe it or not, is her worst. It's better than mine, and I often use her for translation services, and I often use her to check my grammar and check my spelling. Is that right?
The spelling of mine in English, it's absolutely amazing.
Yes, it is. Because in a previous life, Miss Oching Booth did train to be an English teacher. There we go. In the beautiful country, well, it was a beautiful country.
I didn't know then that I will meet you.
In Russia. Stay still. Because your flower has put something on you. There you go. Right. There you go. Let's go. There's 2 young guys having a bit of fun in the sea. There it is as we walk along the start of the Kato Paphos promenade. Here's some of the work that's going on. There we go. Look at that. Works of art that they are creating.
Very interesting.
I think it's going to be very, very nice and very, very unique. That's for sure. It's like teardrops at the end. So you imagine sitting there enjoying the sunshine and the blue Mediterranean Sea
nice,
and the blue sky. Look at that. It's absolutely spectacular. All that's missing is you. Nabu?
All is blue, this is blue, that is blue. All is missing is blue.
Yeah. See, she's slowly learning the new phrase. It's so much better than come to Cyprus and let's die together. Although the kids sound good.
Also,
Yeah.
all what we say sounds good.
Well, maybe not. We're getting a bit big-headed. Anyway, look at the waters out there. Absolutely spectacular. We've got to get a move on because there's something playing in the background and Mr. YouTube just doesn't like it. But look at the blueness of that sea and the clarity of that sea. One of the greatest places in the world, Paphos. So, if you're looking for somewhere to go for a weekend, it's not that far. A week, a fortnight, or the rest of your life. Get yourself on a big bird or a canoe, whichever's easier, start paddling and get yourself down here because that is a view to die for and it's just fun. Have a look at that. Right, we are about to join the Kato Paphos promenade. So let's go and see what's going on today. Let's go and see if we can find some of our gumbarooos. Hopefully they're all making a fortune and hopefully there's tourists and locals alike absolutely everywhere. That's like a giant bath, isn't it, Labu?
Yeah.
Well, it's like a little pool within the sea, isn't it? Quite nice indeed, to be honest. As the story goes, in older times, people used to come and sit under this shade and they apparently used to dip all their feet into those beautiful waters and give them a wash. But I tell you what, it's very, very nice indeed, very tranquil, very calm, and the view, well, it's to die for. Have a look at that. LaBouffe?
You know, I would like to say that one day if we come here for swimming, we should jump straight away from this, there.
And in. Problem is it's not that deep,
You
LaBouffe.
know.
It's not that deep. It's very, very shallow. Look at that. It's like a sort of man-made little swimming pool in the sea. And then there's some rocks out across the edge to stop you drifting out, should we say. Otherwise, well, you'll end up in, well, a few places actually. Egypt, Jordan. I'm a bit short.
Yeah.
I have shrunk. There you go. LaBouffe making fun of me. Right, here we go again. We're up. There's some of our favourite rocks. And here is the splendour and the spectacality of the beautiful, beautiful Paphos promenade. There's not many promenades as quaint and as attractive as this, for sure. There's many promenades around the world lined with marble and that sort of stuff, and they do look very nice, but they also look very, very fake, should we say. This is quite in keeping with the culture and looks rather, rather nice, especially when you've got the blue seas and the blue, blue skies. Have a look at those. There's Mr. Yanis. He's in his summer uniform today. For a change, he's not talking to one of his girlfriends. He's not talking to a girlfriend. He's not talking to one. No, he is. He's doing all right, because you can see he's got a big smile on his face. So he's probably fully booked, that's for sure. Laboof?
Well, you know, some of the people that we know many times show very, very happy and smiling. Yanis is one of the guys.
Which in general means they're having a good time, the weather's good, and they're probably making a little bit of money, so their worries tend to go away. We all understand we worry about money. Whether we've got lots of it or not, we still worry about it. So when this season comes and the money comes that little bit easier, people relax and they feel a bit better, and the sun's shining, and of course the sea, well, it's blue. Have a look. So that's the tranquil Mediterranean Sea lapping against the shoreline of the beautiful Paphos promenade. In the distance is the quaint little fishing harbour with a few tourist boats and a few big boats, and to the rear of it is the castle. Some people call it the castle and some people call it the fort, but anyway, it's a spectacular place to come and visit. Very, very tranquil and very, very relaxed and very, very beautiful. It's a great place to come and chill out and have a great, great time, a great, great holiday, that's for sure. So get yourself over, and if you're unlucky, you might get to bump into us on the wonderful Paphos promenade. Lovers?
I know that many people come and come again. We call them repeat guests. Some of them are not guests at all, because they've got some apartments here and houses, and they come back to their home. It's like a second home.
Yeah, it is, that's true. Paphos is one of those places where a lot of foreigners, not just British, Scandinavians, Russians, all sorts of nationalities, to be honest, own second homes or second properties in Paphos, or the Paphos district, should we say, and they see it as their second home, and in some cases their first home. They may be registered here for tax reasons or whatever, because the tax, well, in Cyprus is very, very low. In most cases you don't pay any at all, that's for sure. Have a look at that again. There's the spectacular view, and the hustle and bustle today seems to be quite calm. We're a little bit before lunch, I suppose, but we can see the street vendors over here are still doing something. Mr. Konstantinos, as usual, is doing something. Always busy. He's putting someone's name on a grain of sand. Kalimera. Kalimera. There he is. So we understand that obviously he is pretty busy. A really nice gentleman, fair price. Anyone's name can go on it. Granddaughters, daughters, mothers, whoever. Great, great people, that's for sure. Here's the braider. She's calmed down. She's now going to eat her lunch, that's for sure. She's probably going to have lunch, you all right? Good. Here's Mr. Chris. There's all the wonderful sponges, and we had a listen to that one yesterday. I don't think we've listened to that one, Kalimera. So we'll have a listen to that one. Ooh, that's a loud one, that's for sure. See if you can hear that. That is definitely a loud one. That's a bargain, I like that one. How much is that one? 25. That's why. Quite expensive, but it's a bargain. Laboof?
Actually, the man here has got a very nice things, and I like all of them. They all sound differently, by the way. I don't know.
Yeah, each and every one of those shells does sound different. That one I picked up today was unbelievably loud. Well, that shell. I don't know what it was saying. It was whispering in my ear something, that was for sure. Anyway, let's show you the tranquil views across the beautiful, beautiful spectacle of the Paphos harbour. Look at that. Absolutely spectacular. I wonder if Coco will be around today.
I hope so.
Yeah, you think so? Because often around lunchtime, the Pelican Bird, who is owned by the Pelican restaurant, which is one of the restaurants that we're going to come to very, very shortly, is not around at lunchtime, because she likes to go for her lunch at around lunchtime. There he is. He's on Marika and me, that's for sure. Super jumbo glass bottom boat. Blue Lagoon safari jeeps. That's the man. Are you on Marika and me? Yes. Excellent. He's not. But anyway, he always says that he is. So we understand that he's probably not even subscribed. But never mind. That doesn't really bother us. He's a nice enough guy. And if you want to go on one of those boat trips or a jeep safari, he's been in the game a long, long time. He will look after you, that's for sure. Or put it another way, there's never a queue of people waiting to kill him. There's always a queue of people waiting for you on the glass bottom boat or on one of the jeep safaris, so it must be pretty good.
There's our Mickey Mouse.
Well, Mickey doesn't seem to be about, does he? There is a gentleman doing an impersonation of Mickey Mouse, and actually he's quite cute. And he's a very nice guy, and you give him €1 and you get to take pictures with him and that sort of stuff. But he's not been around for around about a week now, that's for sure. Yeah. So perhaps he's gone somewhere else.
He's moving over.
Well, he's moving around maybe. Maybe he's in Kato Paphos, maybe he's in Coral Bay. He's only one Mickey, so he's got a lot of ground to cover. Yeah. So we are rapidly approaching the Paphos harbour. So the hustle and bustle will increase because we are now approaching all the full-on cafe restaurants, snack bars, and one has even renamed itself as a bistro bar. Here he is. Glass bottom boatman again. That's the father of the man who was subscribed to us, so he says, but he's not. Anyway, let's have a look down here. The first one coming up is King's Cafe Restaurant. And the food here is very, very good. We have eaten there, just so you understand, and we're not on their payroll. As you can see, it's always pretty busy. It's the first one as you approach the harbour, and it has a very, very good view out onto the harbour. The next one along is Theo's restaurant. Quite a popular restaurant again. Always got a few going on in there. That's it. There's some of the gumbarooos. Yes, sir? And then the next one, the most famous of all, is the Pelican. And as you can see, well, it's pretty busy. It's pretty busy. There he is. There's Captain Marinos, the #1 and the busiest restaurant in the whole of the harbour area.
He's running away. The people running away.
And then this is our favourite little place.
You see?
Right? Good.
He's hiding
over there. See? And there it is. That's the greatest bistro, cafe, ice cream place in the world. How'd you say it?
Chilamo.
Chilamo. I'll have that t-shirt as well, because that t-shirt's got a bit of blue. He's going to give me some t-shirts because he understands I'm a very poor man. So he's going to bring me some t-shirts. He's going to bring me some t-shirts and I'm going to have them. Right, there we are. This is Sail at the Castle. Again, a very, very busy restaurant. It's on both sides. There he is, chewing his nose. He's looking very worried. Are you having a rest?
I'm having a break.
You're having a break.
Flashing the leg.
He's flashing the leg. We'll come back later. Right. Superstar. Six-pack Andy. An absolute superstar. Normally he's rushed off his feet. He works like absolute crazy. He's having a little rest, that's for sure. And then the final one is, well, just so you can see the name. There it is. Stevie's. Again, a very, very popular little restaurant, cocktail bar and cafe. And if we go out here, you get to see my boat. There it is. Have a look at that. One of the greatest boats in the whole harbour. Absolutely beautiful. One day, when I got enough money for the benzene, I'll pop some in the tank and I'll go down to Limassol. What you said of it? What have you found? Well, it's a pipe.
Wow.
Covered in, well, stuff. Let's go. Right, come on, Lou. Let's keep going because we're going to get bored, click off and go and watch Johnny, who's returned back to the Ukraine. Clever man.
Is Johnny more interested than us?
No, but he's in a very interesting place. He's in the Ukraine.
We might be in another
we might go.
place.
I might go to Lviv. I always wanted to go to Lviv, which is not that far from the Polish border and a very, very long way from where the war's actually going on. And I think that's where Johnny's gone. There we go. Right, have a look at that. One of the most beautiful, tranquil, pretty little fishing harbours, I think, in the world, to be honest. Very, very nice place indeed. Very tranquil, very calm. And then you've got the beautiful rocks to go and stand out and look back onto the Paphos promenade. Then there's the Fort Castle. Over here at the moment in this little museum, you've got a bike show. So there's about 30 bikes on there that have been restored. Old bikes, antique bikes. So you pay him €5, in you pop, and you're going to have a look. There he is. He's got a thumbs up. Yeah, what?
Welcome.
There you go. He's a nice enough guy. So go down and have a look.
Actually,
And yes, a little bit.
when people go there, especially the fans of bikes, they can't go out.
No.
I was told.
Yeah, correct. I mean, if you're a fan of motorbikes, I am not, and I'm not trying to insult anybody, but I am not. But if you are, I understand that you'll go in there and you'll fall in love, that's for sure.
Yeah.
I have a similar thing with cars. Yeah, so if I was to see older classic cars, well, I would fall in love. Now, I think that is a spectacular little view. Yes, LaBouffe?
Well, what's going on is, I want you to show this place actually. Before it was the water up to here.
Well, the tide is out. So the tide is out and off it goes. When the tide comes in, this moat fills all the way up. That's for sure. Right, go on, LaBouffe. It's time. The rock is waiting. Off you go. So there is the Aphrodite's rock statue. We don't know what she's actually waiting for, but we understand that she's waiting for something, and she's in a certain position, and there it is. There we go. She's waiting for her husband, or looking for her husband, that's for sure. There's a nice little light aeroplane up in the sky. You can probably hear it if you look very, very carefully.
Not an airplane, it's a, how you call it?
It's a light aircraft.
Yeah.
That's what we call it. There we go. So, LaBouffe, you've forgotten where the rock is, have you, LaBouffe?
I know, no.
No.
I would like to tell you, today when I see so calming, it's more calm and not very angry sea, sometimes I like it more. It's like a tear of baby. You know, the sea, the water, so clean, like a tear of baby. I would like to thank you many, many times and say you, thanks for watching. Come back for another of our walks, talks, madness,
Hold on, LaBouffe's off. She's found something.
and gyms.
There we go. Go on, LaBouffe, take it away. What about the rear end?
You think I cannot do it? I can.
There you go. Spoiled you. That was one of my views. Right, LaBouffe, let's leave them with a view. Say a big goodbye.
Goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much for watching us.
All that's left for me to say is thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for some more of our madness. Look at that for a view.